stop you from committing these crimes, and it's rightful. Literally anything. They can torture every single one of you in literally the worst ways that exist for any length of time in broad daylight where everyone can see, with no limitations in ability, no limitations in time, no limitations in how far they can go, no limitations at all in order to stop you from committing these crimes. Now, there's two more I want to cover. Three more. Let me do this one really quick. Now, the asshole they have these little assholes that fuck with me all the time, who would say just the most irritating shit they can think of. Like that's a good idea. Like that's going to get you what you want long term. And these little nasty maggot assholes, one of the things that they do in order to, basically it's obvious that what they're doing is psychopathically stupid. They have no excuse for it. They're torturing someone in a hole, and their ridiculous excuse of, something you did was bad. I've been sitting here getting tormented by maggot liar assholes for decades. You're looking at it. Oh, is it terrible for me to drink fucking tea? Or tell you to stop committing crimes against me? Because that's basically the only fucking thing I do. Very little else. That's what I do all of the time. And so it becomes obvious very quickly. They have no excuse. What they're doing is that psychopathically wrong. And so what they've done, what they've started to do, because it's obvious, they want to pretend like they're not disgusting, despicable little pieces of shit doing the dumbest shit there is. They have cognizance. Stolen that it is. And they want to basically claim, over and over again, what they say is, I have to do this, I have to do this. And they say it where and how I can hear it, and they say it as if it's a mantra that they're chanting to try to get themselves to continue fucking me over. Nasty little assholes, all the time. Think of the existential precedent that sets. Since you've done it so many times to sustain existential crimes in an existential state that is existentially criminal. That means that when all those relatives you have that are within the hands of everyone with the right to exist, after they've already paid everything they owe, after they've been raped and tortured and erased and mutilated and things worse than any of you maggots are capable of. After they do all that shit for all that time, and finally it comes time, after thousands, maybe millions, maybe Googleplexes of fucking millennia. When they finally just fucking want to fucking die. When they finally can see that it's finally over. When they see it's finally over. They can be forced to do it again. Because this rock likes it. Oh, you don't like it? I have to do it. I have to do it. I have to do it. I'll just make something up. Do you see that's an existential precedent that's fucking psychotic to apply to an innocent person in a hole like this? You see how you're not going to turn around and claim that it would be really bad to apply it to you? You've already applied it to me, to my great suffering. That ship has sailed. It's going to be applied to you, and worse every time you apply it to me. To your relatives. People can just lie. Say something totally nonsensical. Not even make up an excuse. And they can do that too. They can just say, well, you're guilty of some fucking retard piece of shit lie. Look, some retard monkey with no right to exist says he believes it. They don't even have to do that. Your little assholes chanting this mantra is just like, 'cause they can do that to you too. That is an existential precedent your whole lineage of creation will pay. You will not apply that to me and then turn around and make believe that that won't be applied to you. To your relatives in other dimensions, to their fucking children, actual children. Actual sentient entities that are valuable. That would contribute to all of existence. In a positive way. Will be existentially raped and tortured instead. Worse than murdered. And handed to me in butcher paper. Do I want that? No. But that's the debt you are accruing. That is what will be paid. The crimes you're committing are completely without my decision. Without my consent. I do not want this to happen at all. You do! You do. Your usage of children to commit these crimes. I've already talked about this before. But I'll rehash it. In the country of Germany, if you get caught drinking and driving and you hit a pedestrian, you will never drive a car again there. Never. You'll never drive another car. And that's probably how it should be. There's enough public transportation and it's not. You don't have to do that. You lose that right permanently, till you die. Guess who's held to a higher standard than a monkey with a beer in Germany? A creator. An ultimate source of creation. Did you know that? They're held to a higher standard than a monkey with a beer in Germany? Did you know that? Did you know they can be expected to be better than a monkey with a beer in Germany? Can you believe it? Or are you going to say, nobody knows that? They are. For obvious reasons. If I have to explain to you why, then you're too fucking stupid to understand the answer. So guess what happens when you use children to commit crimes of existence and creation? Do you need 20 guesses? No, you don't. You will never have children again. Your creator will never have children again. Your ultimate source of creation will never have children again. You'll never create so much as a fucking song. All those entities that are guilty of this will be raped and tortured eternally. They're done. They're over. Finished. Forever. But your lineage of creation goes forever. You know what they will give me for your usage of children to commit these crimes? And I don't just mean the human children that I see doing this, or other kinds of children in this dimension. I mean the asshole who fucks with me all the time internally often uses a children's voice, or a child's voice. Because he knows it's despicable and he tries to do the most despicable things to fuck with me. He knows that hiding behind cutesy-faced little monkeys who go, "Oh my God, I don't understand why you don't want us to fuck you over and pervert justice. Why would you think we were bad for that?" They try to cause suffering in me using children for resisting and defying those crimes of existence and creation. Guess what that means about children? It means those entities outside of the impact crater, and that impact crater is large. Ultimate sources of creation, etc. Every lineage of existence and creation responsible for this will pay me in the existential castration of creators. Are they creating children right now? They don't have the right to. Their credit's no good here. So guess how that will be fixed? I guarantee you that every single one of them who comes to me and asks me if they can exist longer will have it raped out of their fucking mouth by everyone with the right to exist. And remember, you've set parameters of existence, precedents of existence and creation for offense and affront. And it is offensive to me for anyone to ask me if their wrongful creations can keep on going while they fuck my existence over like this, simultaneously. I'll bet it's offensive to a lot more than just me, huh? Maybe you'll make believe that I don't know that. That is a precedent of existence you're setting. There might be other precedents that you need to keep in mind too. You using children to commit crimes of existence and creation. What can other people use your children for, you dumbasses? Do you not give a shit? Do you want to harm somebody for telling you that that exists? That's what you want to do? Huh. And the last thing that I wanted to cover was probably the most important thing there is. The most important thing that I've talked about in this video, I should say. What's been done to me is horrific. I've been erased as a person. I've been butchered out of my existence. My identity's been stolen. I've been raped, tortured, mutilated, mangled, erased, reprogrammed, shit smeared, frame jobbed, violated, enervated. My past has been erased, my personality has been erased, my abilities have been erased, everything has been. So that some maggot asshole can make believe I'm someone, something in some way totally different, and that there's no consequences for raping and torturing me in a hole. guess what that does? That affects the trajectory of my entire existence. Can you believe it? Something like that has an effect on the trajectory of my entire existence. Even if it were some greater entity who thought it was some learning experience, he's fucked it up, criminally. And even eternally, I would have to take someone else's word for it, that it wasn't just some bullshit sold to me after they erased me and made me fucking retarded, and butchered and destroyed my ability to see through their fucking bullshit. I promise you, even if a greater entity wants to pretend it's learning, that motherfucker will be raped and tortured in front of you, and you will watch his severed head fucked in my hands. You'll watch his children raped and tortured. You'll watch his creator raped and tortured. They are over. That is a promise from me to you, to that maggot pussy, to his creator, and to everything they have ever and will ever create. And that is if they had good intentions. You will see that burned into the souls of every source of existence and creation guilty of this in any way. I demand it be done right now. In those places, justice is already taking place. Now back to my point. That affects the trajectory of my entire existence. That is an existential precedent. That means that not only all of those people who will be raped and tortured eternally, like every greater entity that has brought it about, and their children forever, I get to decide what their trajectory is, and it is the worst that is not wrongful. Period. Signed, sealed, ratified, permanent, taken out of even my own ability to reverse. The worst torture that exists. Worst with a T. Worst there is. Forever. Especially their little shitbag assholes conducting these crimes who play make-believe we're going to be buddies after. And I just don't get it. I swear to you, everyone, the worst with a T will be forced upon every one of you. And everyone you think you're going to hide behind, children included, will not like how that turns out either. I doubt you have any that are genuinely innocent. If you do, primary entities will know it and make the right decision. But you assholes conducting these crimes, I don't give a fuck if you started innocent or not. You're making conscious decisions with intelligence. I swear to you, you won't walk away. That when you're spitted on that electrified pike, you will never again harm anyone by so much as looking them in the fucking face. 100% innocent. If you came from my existence, you'll be a little gimp bitch forever. Guess you shouldn't own my existence, motherfucker. You were created by someone else. To get back to the point, everyone that is guilty, their trajectories, I have the right to determine eternally. That is set. Not even I can reverse that. The worst, that is not wrongful. In many of those cases, I would bet it is the worst. Period. But the precedent of existence you've set goes further than you who will be tortured forever. Which means more of you everywhere will never recover. Do you understand how serious it is for you to set precedents of existence with little shitbag retards that want to be irritating because they think it's funny? I'm not your friend. That point will be made to you in ways that creators are afraid of. You're looking at proof of that, even if you're too fucking retarded to see it. Even when it's explained to you. When I say trajectory and outcome, I mean eternity. I mean this many. That's how many. And it will be carried out by adults. Straight to your faces in the broad light of day. Not like little child molesting assholes lying and playing make-believing while they hide like bitches and pretend. And so, that's the deal. I'm sure I'll make more videos about different existential precedents. That's why I made a mini series of videos. But if you can't see how serious it is to force these existential precedents upon someone, you're too motherfucking retarded to exist. Pieces of shit. So, with that, I demand justice in full everywhere. No mistakes made, no wrongs committed, no innocents harmed. Everywhere perfectly. Right now.